Offense to the line for second down. Slot man in motion left. From the gun, McCaffrey. Big gain, has them across the 40. 30. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. All right, they appear comfortable with the lead they have, so they're just going to kick this from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And choosing to leave the end zone costs him dearly here. He winds up shy of the 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Fields on 3rd. Wilson's got it. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got it to his running back. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Another throw for Fields. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Off play action, it's Fields. Finds his target, Allen. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They are throwing it again. And in, touchdown, New York. Zerline on now for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returnable from the 2. Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It is Cup, left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He's on the move. He can run it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
To the air, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Play action, Fields. He's got Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Pulled in by Allen on the sideline. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It ended up being a failure right up front. The entire play, when you get in these goal-to-go situation, hinges on that initial surge. It gives some credit to the defense. They win right there at the point of attack, and because of it, well, that play goes backwards.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Pickup of a couple, and after 3 straight stops, they're up against 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a 1st down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's tackled for a short gain. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Still going past the 15. And they finally take him down at the 27. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Purdy setting up that play action. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Motioning one of the tight ends. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Moving in the right direction. 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Purdy throwing here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Fields gets everything he has under this throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Has it in close. Touchdown, New York. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down. Now a give, it's McCaffrey headed right. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Now a give, McCaffrey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Two timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Field throwing here. This finds Everett complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Jets losing by 7. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 32. Wilson's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. Throw reeled in by Allen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up.
Touchdown, New York.
Huge moment here for the Jets as they go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Well, the decision's pretty clear here, partner. You got to take the shot at going up by a field goal.
Yep, all about the odds here. Increasing the odds that you're either leading or tied if you get the ball back.
And either way, you're prepping your defense to cling to a very small lead.
Either way, that defense is clinging for this situation to go out and show out.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Timeout taken by the defense. There's
Ready?
That touch your ground move. Right. Now use tight move.
Check!
My friend, I stamped at a proof. Straight touch your ground.
Check!
All the way.
Ready?
You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business.
Here we go, check!
Wish list, Let's go. Get up. Ready? Go.
Money growing on trees, hanging on palm posts, spilling on 3 on 4, she on
Go.
16, renegade on the
Ready, ready.
make it buy a trees, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911. I do the section, gotta show my
Here we go. Here we go. Check out.
on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Found in my polo pajamas.
Ready, ready. Hunt.
Watch for the camera before you get freaky. Can't fuck with no randomies. Sneaky, the police come at you.
Ready. Ready.
See me, nigga, though I trap you, but I love it.
Ready up. Hunt, hunt. Also ready. Ready. Tag. Get up.
Don't need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is solid, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on
Go.
you know what I'm talking about? You know, one day, you gotta show me like him. Solid.
Here we go. Shot. Ready, ready.
I don't need
Let's go now. Let's go.
time I seen $1 million, squinting. Bro, give me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project.
Come on. Come on.
That's
Hunt.
Granny went when she left Louisiana trying to dodge Jim Crow, but you can't. Ate the master stained glass window.
Shut up.
Kept a vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter. See, heaven on now. Been a bullshit.
Let's go.
Get my
Ready.
work. I've been hitting licks since flip verse first. Riding with the hook like witchcraft. Finding beauty in the
Ready. Hunt, hunt.
brand. Everybody gang, gang, gang. Till it was bad. Do you hear me?
Go.
Was a mismatch.
Ready.
You ain't never finna win that.
Ready. Get up. Here we go. Here we go. Go. Ready. 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 Tag. Let go. Tag. Hunt. Here we go. Shot. Ready. Let's go now. Hunt, hunt. Come on, come on. Set. Ready. Shut up. Shut up. Let's go. Let's go. On the jump. Ready, ready. Ready. Let go. Ready, set. Hunt.
See,
we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now ETN to start the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Mims in motion left. Now it's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Broncos at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 21. Off the play fake, here's Nix. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Herbert changing things up. A handoff for Warren. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
To throw, here's Nix. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Back to the air with Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On the give, it's Warren. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Warren. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll run it. Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
In motion goes the tight end.
Off the play fake, Nix.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing Nix.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Nix to throw again.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Bo Melton, 44 yards. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This time they stay on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Jalen Warren.
69 yards.
And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
In motion, the tight end.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. To throw is Nix.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On the run, it's Warren.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now it's Herbert.
Wow, and that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a run with Warren. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Got his man. It's Warren. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Bo Melton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren, good footwork at the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action. It's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. It's Owens. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Dobbins. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. An audible here to get a new look. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. Touchdown! Lad McConkey from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now it's Nix.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he'll take this across midfield.